morning.
Good morning, Art Beauty Equilibrium podcast family, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California. You already know what it is. April 29th, episode 261.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Sports update.
Sports update. Where do we start?
The Lakers are getting smashed.
Oh, man.
Shout out to the Lakers, though. I mean, they still doing a good job. It's just, it's talent out there, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what? That last game, I'll say this. Number one, we had...
Number one, you got to give it to Anthony Edwards, brother. Boy, he's balling.
No, he's cool, but don't get me wrong. Like,
spade is a spade,
like,
bro.
Let him do his thing, right? My whole point was that you got Luka, who is, a lot of critics have said, and if you look at him, he's not in his top shape, right? So that's
he
number
does.
one.
He's
not in his top shape.
He could,
right?
Hit the gym a little harder.
Right. Number two, you got LeBron, who might be the oldest player in the NBA. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
he is vintage.
So at some point, they played a tremendous third quarter with those two men on the court, along with Reeves, along with Rui.
Yes, they did.
And I forget who the fifth player was. If somebody in the chat knows, help me out. But they kept that lineup on the floor the whole third quarter.
Yes, they did.
And then the whole fourth quarter. And I'm thinking to myself, because we were in the league.
They even announced that this is the longest anybody's ever played so many minutes before in the playoffs.
And you saw that because the finishing was just so tiring. It was just like exhausting to watch too.
Yeah, them boys are tired.
I just feel like the finishing, especially with the energy that, AD and them had, it was just like, okay.
I was tired, boss.
Yeah.
and at that
Right.
time, I mean, I don't know who else can second this. I just felt like it's not sustainable. Like, we're gonna hit a wall at some point. Like,
Yeah, the last game.
listen, the last quarter. My thing is this: we're playing one of the youngest, most athletic teams in the league.
Exactly.
We gotta take a nap at some point. We need rest at some point.
Well, we're getting a rest between, because when was the game? Sunday?
No, and that's what they were saying. I was listening to it on the radio, and they were saying, you know what? If there ever was a time
Yeah, it was Sunday.
to kind of redline it, if it's ever a time to redline it, this would be the time because you're gonna have 2 days off. But I'm like, no.
Man, look, they'll be back on the
Now,
court
how much
tomorrow.
does the coaching have to do with that? Because
I think I was about to say that's a
Okay.
good
I
point.
mean, of course, definitely coaching have something to do with it. But you said it right. They got some young talent that they playing against.
right.
These boys they got a whole lot of spunk in them, homie.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's even more reason why we got some fresh legs on the bench that was just basically watching the game. And I just wonder, like,
But
they're not as good. I'll give you that.
I was
And
about to say, can you trust those fresh legs?
it's a delicate balance. It's a delicate balance. I personally would have liked to see,
That's the problem.
let's get Luka, let's get LeBron, at least them, some alternating breaks.
All right.
Not take both of them off the court at the same time. But I'd like to see the oldest player in the league maybe get a rest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see our star, Luka, who he's not in, he just was coming off of an injury, just getting back into game shape, and he's been working on returning to his, his fitness level that he's used to. But yeah, maybe get him a rest every now and then. And then maybe your players like Reeves and maybe your players like, Rui, who's younger, let them run 24 minutes straight.
I mean,
Right.
look, they got some rest. They may have a chance. They may have to just slow
And
the
even
ball
with
down.
that, I do want to say it came down to the end.
Yeah, so
It came down to the end.
Yeah.
they just may have to play a
exactly.
slower ball,
But
But-
that's what we were actually saying. The pace seemed like they had kind of learned the nucleus of the game, and it seemed like they were kind of like slowing down the pace.
They
I
gonna need
believe
to
in the
because
first two quarters, and then just like that, you know what I mean? It's like, how much of that can you sustain? Like you guys are saying, how much can you sustain? Like the full four,
hold on
Yeah.
1 second. Please talk about the Hawkeye camera that my things.
just
that I never heard of before that one call. I didn't see that.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
I was looking at the highlights, so I wanted to shout out to YouTube. Man, they made my life easier. I saw this game in 15 minutes.
I know what he's talking about. I hate to blame stuff on the refs, so I'm not gonna go there. But I will say that we got a lot of calls that didn't go our way, and some
Damon,
of them were just.
Damon, what's
blatant.
your opinion on this Hawkeye camera?
And that
Tell us.
And the camera view, they called a replay. This is in crunch time, last play of the game. They called a replay to see if the ball went out of bounds on LeBron or Anthony Edwards. And in the midst of that, they're like, oh, it did go out on Anthony Edwards, but we noticed LeBron fouled him. So we're going to call a foul.
Oh, that's never happened.
I mean, it probably has happened. Maybe not to decide a crucial playoff game like this.
That's trash.
Yeah,
because you're supposed to just focus on one call, and that's going out of bounds.
I mean, it is reviewable under the current rules, but
that's whack.
That was a death blow because at that time, I don't think we had any timeouts, if I'm not mistaken. After that. And it's sports. It's like,
all right,
the Lakers they got to win 3 in a row, man.
I hate to say it, but that call and another call from this weekend, you guys know what I'm talking about.
What call?
The call with the Nuggets on the last minute shot near the end of the game or whatever.
I did not see that game.
Oh, you didn't see that game? Listen, I believe that those two things kind of like may build some kind of controversy and excitement with the NBA in the past like 3 weeks. I'm telling you, I think it's like a build up.
This energy.
Yeah, it's like a build up of energy. So
hey, man, look, one game
Lakers
I
in
did
trouble,
see.
though.
Oh yeah.
Definitely can't be Lakers in 5.
Oh yeah,
we way past that.
Right.
Hey man, I saw that.
Lakers in 7, if anything.
I saw the Golden Nuggets. I mean the Golden Nuggets.
The Golden. Hey, I like that.
I saw the Warriors game last night. Man, that game was amazing.
Yeah,
that was a close game, bro. Man, that was a close game. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I'm surprised I watched it because usually, I do not watch sports like this, but it had me glued to the TV.
See?
Yeah.
You into it?
Yeah.
See?
I mean, it's the playoffs, so
right.
yeah, but shout out to Houston. Even though they lost, they played good. They played a good ball.
And where are the mathematics people? Because there's so many outliers and variables happening right now. All this play that was being called at the beginning, I wish it was like some kind of psychic or some kind of.
I mean, you know what? This is what the league wanted, though.
Right.
They want parity. They want
7 fingers crossed.
They want to make it to where any given day, any team can win, and that's what you're kind of like seeing. It's not.
I mean, but that's what we need. I mean,
I want the Lakers. Not on my team, though.
I want the Lakers to win, but just imagine, if
ratings low.
Just imagine these other teams win, man. They need it.
I'm not.
Shadeur.
Hey, 7 fingers crossed. Yeah, let's move on to
Shadeur.
To just the Sanders family.
Before we go to Shadeur, we do got some teams that did sweep.
Yeah.
OKC, they swept them Cats.
Yeah.
Cleveland, they swept them Cats. Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of over when John Moran went down. It was over.
Sweep.
Because they're already out. I mean, OKC has so much firepower, and they all young and super athletic and talented. So when you go up against an injured 8th seed that just fought to get, from the play-in tournament to even make it to play them, and then your best player gets hurt.
Once again, eyes tied, boss.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Come on, let's go to Shadeur.
Same energy.
Yeah, it said, hey, hold on real quick. That's a great point by Damon in the chat. He said the teams are getting blown out by 50 plus in the playoffs. I don't ever remember.
That's why I said, where are the mathematicians and
not
all
even
the psychics and the
Not
mediums?
even when Jordan was doing this thing, man, do I remember 50 plus blowouts.
Right,
like, that's crazy.
No, you're right.
And there's probably a few games that did happen in, but that is crazy. Like
Very much
imagine
so.
you see 50 points.
From the
You
best.
down by. What do you tell yourself?
Exactly.
What do you tell yourself, man?
Back to the drawing board. What you mean?
Yeah, so
Get blown out by 50, boy. You wasn't ready.
yeah, but shout out to the Lakers, man. Maybe they can
They
pull
need
off a
some
long
milk.
shot. Moving on to the Sanders
So many
family.
surprises,
Getting
yeah.
hated on, man. Y'all some haters.
So
The
now,
league, the NFL, I'm sorry. Y'all should, man, there's no reason why the number one quarterback that should have been drafted number one went in the 5th round. Y'all tripping, bro.
and everyone had him first round for sure. Most
First
people had
round.
him top 10.
Y'all did this on purpose. It's, I guess, to set an example or something. It's always the he's too animated, or he too much energy or whatever. Man, dude, you need a confident individual.
Right.
You don't want no timid quarterback. You don't want no timid sports player at all. What's wrong with you? Stop hating. And everybody has something to say, and I think they were all accurate. Everybody.
Did the Browns come out and say, any kind of statement on why they,
What, drafted him?
went with him? Yeah, I would like to hear their take.
No, one,
That's a good question, because they got by like 12 quarterbacks over there.
Exactly.
What you need him for?
Exactly.
But I'm
absolutely.
glad somebody picked him up.
Use him.
Man.
hey, have you ever noticed that the NFL, when it comes to them making a statement or standing on a decision that they've obviously come to,
It's trash.
they do not break the line. They all, how like in the NBA, different teams will do things differently than the other team, and they may
Yes.
give up on one player and another team will pick them up, or they may try to, cut somebody and somebody else will have a deal for them, even if it's the minimum. Have you
Man.
noticed in the NFL,
No fun league.
they don't play, man. When they are done with you or when they want to send a message, it's loud and clear.
Man, it's trash.
That's
You-
what you call standing on business.
Standing 10 toes
Listen.
That's
down.
not stand.
That's like moving it all on one accord.
Clint said
And-
buck break.
And
You
I want
wild.
to say that it's so crazy because of that, you can't even say it's a ripple. You can't even point out anything and say that it's one thing or say that it's what people are trying to say it is, which I heard Stephen A. Smith speak on it, calling it collusion
Yeah, of
and
course.
all these other things.
Steven
whatever.
Jackson.
But because of them standing on one accord and all this, sticking together in such a way that's just like infamous, I don't see how, honestly, it's so many personal thoughts, so many emotions that like erupted because of this draft pick that he was. And it's just like, how do you finger point? How do you say, okay, this was the reason, this was this person? You don't know.
It's
You know?
facts, Seamus.
Yeah, so and Tiger Lily just said that she heard he was trying to say what teams he would and wouldn't go to, and maybe that has something to do with it. And
So what? He was.
and look, because look, it's two things. So what? But
Tiger
you're
Lily,
right.
I think you're right. But so what? He was the man.
We don't want you talking like that.
Nah,
That's what this is about.
Because guess what? It happened a few years ago.
yeah.
Oh, okay. And don't think it won't happen again. Just depends on, I said it.
And when it happens again next time, because mark my words, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be looked at. And for instance, the quarterback that went first, they were just showing them. And this is no knock to him, because this is what athletes do. This is what competitive athletes do. They showed him when he was at the combine and stuff, and they were interacting with Shadeur. They was talking so much trash and being so arrogant and cocky, quote unquote. But it's like that's what athletes do. You're running into people full speed. You need that trash talk. Sometimes to pump you up. Sometimes to motivate yourself, motivate your team.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It comes
look,
with the game.
we only had one Tim Tebow. And shout out to
Come
Tim
on.
Tebow. He was you okay, man? Okay, good play. Man, we
Hey.
only gonna have one
Hey.
cat like that.
Hey, yeah.
Shout out to Tim, but man,
You
look.
light up Tim. God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless you, brother. That was a good hit.
Man, look, you're on the field. That's painful.
Exactly. And then Clinton said in the comments, Eli Manning did the same thing, which
Facts.
is
That's
true.
what Jay was talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, like, who cannot do that same thing? It looks like Shadeur. It looks like Shadeur Sanders, you know?
And I think, and don't get me wrong, I think that, you know, there's also a bit of it involved on the business side, because the NFL is like, if this family speaks on things like that, and they are African American, and you got to really look at the numbers. How much of the NFL is comprised of African Americans?
Right.
The majority.
A lot, right?
Right.
So now if you start coming out of
What,
college,
calling shots
and saying, I don't want to go here, I want to go here, I don't want to go there, that's like,
So what?
no, hear me out. I'm just saying.
I get you.
I first of all, I agree totally with what you're saying.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let it play.
But I'm just saying that is a message that they just trying to like, hey, we shutting this down. Y'all don't try this, because behind the scenes, you don't think they know where they want to put these people, and know, like, if you can have it come on now.
It's a message, y'all. It's not
if
just
I'm not
NFL,
mistaken,
y'all. It's real estate. It's corporate America.
I want to ask somebody this.
It's everything. You
How
know,
do
they
they
always
even
try to keep a muzzle on us.
How do they even determine who gets the first pick? It's not done like the, by lottery.
Wait a minute. Say that one more time.
Now I want to know if anybody knows. Help me out. How do they determine who gets the first pick in the NFL draft? Let me know if anybody has an answer.
I had to press my button.
Yeah.
I had to press
I would like to know, because to me, to have a player fall that low in the draft, it just
So
speaks
low.
volumes of what you're doing. We're gonna teach you a lesson, man.
He was the the number one rated quarterback.
He's
he went
the
round
offensive
5.
player of the year. He won the
Yeah.
Golden Arm Award and offensive player of the year.
What we
And
talking about, bro?
He went 5th.
What we talking
round?
about? 5th round.
And
his
I will
pick
say
was
this.
144, 146. Come on, man. What we
I'll
talking
say
about?
this too. I can't remember the last time, and we in a barbershop, right? When's the last time people watched this many days of the NFL draft?
Yeah, because I've been over it. I just wanted to see Shadeur.
I was so tired. That's all I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Okay.
turn that off.
Man, all right, man. Look, we got to move.
So let me see. What does it say? Trashiest team gets first pick, essentially. Okay, trashiest team. So we all know teams tank. Just watch what happens with these other players that's supposed to be coming out soon.
Yeah, all I gotta say is Shadeur. You just gonna have to prove your worth, bro. You know.
And I'll just say this: the topic is so big. Even the president said he should be picked immediately. When have you ever? It says, what is wrong with the
Trump
NFL
said that?
owners? Are they stupid?
I like him a lot.
He posted that on True Social Media.
Trump said
He
that.
said Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even greater in the NFL. He also was a great coach, streetwise and smart. So his son, Shadeur, has phenomenal genes. So that just speaks volumes that you have, like, come on now, the executive office speaking on what's going on with the NFL draft. Come on now.
I'm glad we could agree with the president with one thing.
Hey, you know what? But that's a great point. I want to touch on this real quick.
Little
It's-
shaky.
No.
Little shaky.
My bad. They were trying to say when he got up there and said, you know what? I'm unfazed by y'all opinion of me and what y'all saying about me. Do you know who my daddy is? Do you know who my father is, basically? And they took that and they started calling him a Nepo baby. And they took that's to say that he didn't deserve where he was at, as if he was being arrogant. And what he was saying was the exact opposite. He was saying, I grew up in a household with a controversial player. I'm used to this.
Right.
Not, do you know who my dad is? I'm calling my daddy. He's going to handle, like, not that. He was saying, we've been the recipients of y'all hate, of y'all criticism.
Right.
So, most of the time unfairly criticized, right? So I'm used to this. This don't even bother me. That's what he was saying. Do you know where I'm from? Do you know my background? Do you know that I grew up, I seen my father do this his whole career, my whole life. And now it's my turn, and I'm built for this.
Look.
So you can't harm me. You can't hurt me with words and and
once again,
Right.
articles.
Look, once again, haters gonna hate. So don't worry about it, Shadeur. You gonna shine bright just like
Yeah.
your daddy did on the field.
Go buy that jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get to the next subject because we got 5 more minutes and we gotta get through what 3-4 more topics. So yeah.
we
going with that.
we
We're
gonna
going
skip on
Pope.
down to the
Oh, we ain't gonna go to Pope.
man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Pope.
Rest in
Pope
peace.
Francis, but we heard allegedly there's supposed to be a black Pope. Yeah, right.
We're gonna see.
Man, yeah, right. Man, who want to bet that? I'll bet the farm on that one. It will not be a black Pope. Ever.
What else? We got the jewelry heist.
Man, look,
This should be a movie
it's going to be.
on April 13th.
They said they spent 6 hours
They tunneled
through the back way through
3
somebody
foot
else's.
brick wall
brick
from an
wall.
adjacent building next door to it.
Right.
Tunneled through it.
I should not be laughing, but man, look.
They said they spent hours in there once they got in because they disabled the alarms.
Mm-hmm.
And this
6
is,
hours.
This is
They spent 6 hours, yo.
a movie.
Look,
Italian
Italian job.
and took
Ocean's 11.
$20 million worth of jewelry and
Boy.
didn't even set the alarm off.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
Didn't even set the alarm off.
Hey man, look. I'm sorry for that for that store that got robbed.
20 million?
They got insurance. All I can say is
They
whoever
have a
did
lack of
this.
insurance.
No, they don't have enough insurance
they
to
have
cover
a lack
that.
of insurance.
Oh,
So that's
well, I'm
20
sorry.
million that can't be recovered.
Oh, well, that's bad.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So sorry
Hey,
to the
that'd be a
family-owned
dope
business.
movie, the Compton Job.
Hey man, well, I hope they make a movie out of it and
Get the proceeds.
Yeah, get the
Yeah.
proceeds.
Yeah, give them some of the proceeds.
Because some of this content,
We also
makes some
got to
good
touch on
movies.
Sinners because we forgot to speak out
Yes,
on Sinners
oh my
last
God.
week.
Oh yeah.
We got to touch on Sinners.
Please go
I-
see Sinners.
I have not had to do this so much in my life. I'm
Yes.
seeing it tomorrow.
Yes.
And 70 mil.
You going to see the 70
Yes.
millimeter? Okay, because
Tomorrow.
they do have 3
we're going to
theaters out
Irvine.
here.
Yeah.
They have City Walk, Irvine, and Vista movie theater, whatever. But it's 3 movie theaters that's showing it in 70 millimeter. It is an amazing movie.
Chad, let me see anybody that's seen the movie 9 out of 10. Let me see.
Oh, it's bomb.
Put it
Look,
up. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Look,
what
once
you
again,
rate it?
if you guys are nervous about it being scary, it has vampires in it, but it is not scary. I promise you, it's not. I promise you, it's not. It's the vampires just represent something else. But see it all the way to the end, past the credits. Amazing movie, dope movie, and it touches on other stuff also. So please go see the movie. And see it again.
Let me just state this number: $161 million. The budget was $90 million.
100 out of 100.
Exactly.
And shout out to just Ryan Coogler for
Mimi said 30 out of 20.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay, rave
I heard
reviews.
Coogler did his big
They
one on
said
this.
they said and he got a cold deal too. He's making money immediately. He does not have to wait for the studios to recoup the money
That's
they
what
spent
I'm
on
talking
the film.
about.
And after 25 years,
Yeah.
ownership of the film reverts to him and his legacy and his family. So
Boom.
that's good business.
Yes.
That's setting the standard for moving forward. That's great business on how they did that right there.
All right, what else we got?
Man, that might be it.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, we gotta talk about this.
The-
Men.
Yes, men.
What's
Ladies too, but men. They have a clinical trial. Well, it's only been 2 people allegedly who took this clinical trial, but
Sean,
birth
Sean,
control for men.
they sent it to Sean Kemp and Ant-Man.
Oh man.
So they do have some this. They're putting it out on the market. Like I said, because I guess the trials went well, but there was only 2 people allegedly who took the trial, but it was successful. But male birth control, it lasts for 2 years.
And they said it's non-hormonal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was reading up on it, it has a way of
Well, it's 2 different
immobilizing the sperm, where the sperm
Yeah.
can't swim.
One
they
is
just
non-hormonal. The
chilling.
other one is hormonal.
One is, see,
Yeah.
the hormonal
so the first
one.
one is the Atom. It's a
Nah,
hydrogel.
we don't.
And that's, one is Atom, and that's an injectable that goes into the vas deferens, and it basically blocks the sperm.
Hello.
So the second one is
Awesome.
is hormonal, and
So
that's
that's
a hydrogel gel that you kind of like rub on. It's transdermal, so you
Oh,
rub that
okay.
on or whatever, and it like suppresses the sperm. So that's I think it's called testosterone and testosterone.
But
Hormonal.
still,
Yeah.
you still gotta wear condoms because it don't stop everything, y'all.
Yeah,
so
it
don't
doesn't
be
stop,
don't
like,
be out
the,
there being stupid. If you do
yeah.
get it,
So
stupid.
yeah. That's
Like it doesn't
crazy.
But-
stop the fungal STD that's going around right now. So
Fungal cracking?
It's a fungal STD.
yes.
Oh yeah, y'all better watch out.
Fungal
Yeah.
cracking off.
I hope it don't crack off
So
it.
yeah.
She
I
said
hope
it.
it go
She
away.
And
said
they
it's
said
spreading.
and they said the Nest one, which is the testosterone and testosterone one, that's the hormonal one. You can basically reverse that one, and people can reverse it and have babies. The first trial that went on with the
That's what I was thinking, David.
the atom, the non-hormonal, they don't have reversibility numbers in yet. So, if you want to have a baby, eventually the second option might be best for you.
That means that the birth control for women comes with all kind of side effects.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. But we don't know what this going to do.
Hey man, it's gonna be a long line. They gonna be, man. Look, if y'all don't go get this shot, there's no excuse. Y'all stupid. Y'all deserve everything y'all get.
Right.
If y'all,
And the
gotta see
procedure
what
just
they
takes
do.
10 minutes. You know what I mean?
That's it?
So, yeah, for
Oh,
the
man,
vas
if y'all don't
deferens
quit playing with me.
block. Yeah.
boy, look,
10 minutes. To keep fresh you on. You get that in, okay.
yeah,
10 minutes. And it works immediately?
Yeah.
It works immediately.
It works immediately. Yeah.
10 minutes?
And minimal recovery time, so it's not. You know what I mean?
It's going to take you longer to get to the house.
Non-evasive.
Look, go get the birth control for men, y'all. Quit playing.
He said, I stand on it.
Be responsible.
All
Be
right.
responsible.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. We love y'all.
And be responsible.
Remember, get all your hair care products, Honey Nut and Cocoa. We got a full line, shampoos, conditioners.
And come get your hair
Mousse.
done and haircut. Yes.
Yeah, and get your hair. We do everything.
But come get this honey nut cocoa because that product is amazing, bro. Look, all right.
Our Beauty Equilibrium
shout out to
Barbershop and
y'all with
Salon.
that product, yes.
We'll see y'all soon. See y'all next week.
Yes.
That's right.
We can